Adam has arrived.
Hey, Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snerdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna meet magic, they move like they hairy. Ain't talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. You know that she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the GOAT, talking about animation cause you know. Odie, she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snerdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snerdy, ooh. Black and Snerdy, yeah. Black and Snerdy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snerdy podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together and shoot the shit. I, of course, am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned Snerds here on episode 127 of the Black and Snerdy podcast. If you like us, make sure you give us a like and leave a review, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. How are you doing, Odie?
Well, I'm doing amazing because I'm going to be the queen of the pirates.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. So you're gender bent Luffy.
Yeah.
You know, with that wig, you look more like Nami.
Oh.
Yeah.
But she has red hair.
She does have red hair.
So maybe I'm Nami. I just borrowed Luffy's hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're Nami at the end of the Along Park arc. Remember when he gives her the hat?
Yes.
And she asks for help?
Yes.
Yeah, man, that show is really good.
It is. We've actually made a lot of progress.
Yeah, we just finished Fishman Island, and now we're on the very beginning stages of Punk Hazard.
Woo, woo.
Oof! And if we get through this in a month or two, we can switch over to Hulu and watch One Piece on there.
Is it dubbed on Hulu?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. So, I think they have all the way up to either Dressrosa or Whole Cake Island. I know these are arcs that you have no idea what they are, but they're future arcs coming up. Okay. So, it's something to look forward to. If I sound a little bit weird for the audio listeners, I am wearing a mask and I'm a little bit away from the microphone. I'm MF Doom. Super Flows, Mo Jokes, and Bazooka Joe.
I thought you were going to do like the Aqua Teen Hunger Force one.
Oh, shit. What is the Aqua Teen Hunger Force one?
You play it all the time. But I haven't.
No, that's Run the Jewels. That song that I used to play all the time. Yeah, this is MF Doom.
Okay.
Beef rap could lead to getting teeth cat.
Well, it's at this point where we're recording. It is post Halloween.
Yes,
but
the rent is due.
The rent is too damn high. But we're here. We're celebrating. I mean, I love Halloween. It is one of my, if not favorite, holidays. For a variety of reasons.
Rank your top 3.
Halloween, Christmas, my birthday.
I wonder why you say your birthday is a national holiday.
Because it fucking is. I'm sorry, it's not national. It's federal. It's a federal holiday.
My bad.
The most patriotic day of the year. Go look it up. But yeah, I mean, I think I love how
it is not Juneteenth, in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah, no, it's the day that the flag was commissioned. So that is a super patriotic day, and it has nothing to do with July 4th, which was all about slavery. But also, I am jealous of people whose birthday is Juneteenth, because I just feel like that would just be perfect, given who I am.
Yeah.
But
if I
would listen, and
if you weren't so gung ho about bursting out of the womb into the world.
I had wanderlust. I was like, what's going on out there?
Ridiculous.
But yes, it is fall, and to commemorate fall, let's show them our cute fall things. We did a little arts and crafts. Look at our pumpkins. They're very cute.
Yes, for the listeners, we decorated some pumpkins. Mine is purple with orange highlights.
And mine is a variety of fall colors.
A cavalcade of fall colors.
A litany of fall colors.
Yes. So
you didn't say a third one.
A cacophony of fall colors.
A cacophony?
Yes.
Cacophony? I thought that was only for sound. A myriad of
fall colors. Yes.
And so yes, we are still celebrating Halloween. I celebrate Halloween all the time. I love the outfits.
Yes.
I love the unapologetic silliness that you get from people of all ages.
Yeah. Halloween really is an all-age type, all-inclusive, all-age type of Halloween.
You get candy.
Yes.
I mean, who the hell doesn't want candy? Apple cider.
Having that weird feeling that goes up your arm when you bite into a Hershey's or a Kit Kat.
Like,
you don't get like fucking vibrations when you eat chocolate. Uh-oh. Maybe that's not something good. Maybe I need to go to the doctor.
Diabetes.
Maybe that's diabetes.
Because I don't know what the hell that is. But that is not normal. So yes, we are celebrating.
I don't know how I'm gonna drink this through this fucking mask.
Do you want me to get you a straw?
No, I think I'm gonna have this on for 30 minutes and then I'm gonna take it off.
Okay, after our Halloween segment, you can take it off.
Sure.
We went to for Halloween. We saw a portion of the Halloween parade.
Yes.
We did miss the Thriller dancing, which I'm very sad about.
I didn't know that was what was
I forgot that they do that. I knew that there was cat lady themed this year because of what Trump said.
I'm surprised that you left out when you did. I thought you were gonna be there. Like
I was gonna go earlier, but then it was like everyone I asked wanted to come with me. Initially, a bunch of people went. Well, not a bunch. A lot of my friends don't like big crowds. So I knew that the amount of people who wanted to go with me was short. Yeah. But then like Tamara got sick. Mm-hmm. Amity's grandma was she was taking care of her.
Okay.
You had to get off late and Keith and Danny were doing adulting stuff.
Yeah.
So it was just like a small amount. And I was like thinking of being out there by myself, which is something, I don't mind going to stuff by myself.
Yeah.
But thinking of like safety wise, and then you were going to meet up with me after work and thinking of like how you were going to get to find me. I didn't know how like cell service was going to be if there's a lot of people. So I wanted to kind of match the time I left to the time you were going to be getting off.
Yeah.
So that way I wasn't going to be like by myself the whole time.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I for one am somebody who prides themselves on safety. So it does warm my heart to know that you were having some safety requirements in mind when you decided to leave out, because Lord knows if you would have went out there and stayed out there by yourself, like who knows what could have ended up happening.
I would have come
not
back,
like anything bad, but just like
I would have come back with like 10 friends. I would have you would have met me and been like, who are these group of people that you randomly collected throughout your march?
Well, yeah, because you treat friendship like a Pokemon, right? It's you gotta catch them all. I got a Tamara. I got an Amity. Amity evolves into
oh god,
married. I don't know.
But I wanted to. Well, first, so you didn't get a chance. I don't know if they still have the decorations up, but you didn't get a chance to see the really cool house that is around Brooklyn that they have in Ditmas Park that always
because in Ditmas Park they have really nice
beautiful houses,
beautiful
Ditmas
big
Park
ass houses.
Is what always reminds me that we are on Long Island, because it's like the houses, the wealth, the white people, like all of it. It's got it all. But this is a house, and I can't remember the exact street, but I don't want to tell people the street because I don't want people flocking over to this person's house. Yeah. But look at how cool it is. And this is only one side of the house. But the whole thing is like super well done. And they're obviously wealthy because who the hell is paying this electricity bill?
Yeah, that electricity bill
Who's
must be
doing that? And then creating
fucking
all of
insane.
some of these were animatronics.
Yeah,
They
that
had movie quality freaking movements.
I this past summer was taken
Astounded.
aback by just running this one AC unit and how much the electricity bill jumped from that. So I can only imagine what it's like to have like spooky, scary skeletons and zers up my spine, just like going and you know they're running it for like they're running it like if not 24 hours a day, then like they're running it at night.
So at least it's not on at night. It's not on during the day. Obviously, it's still bright out, but the moment sundown.
So like 8 hours. That's 8 hours worth of electricity.
Even if it's only from like 7 to midnight, that's a lot of hours to have all that. And
that's
you're
still
so
much electricity current.
You're not like you're sitting in your house in the dark. Like that's too much. And you know that those lights and characters probably take up so much electricity. But I wanted to do a little ranking. Well, yes, we're gonna look at some videos and pictures of people's what's the word? Halloween costumes.
Yes.
And we're going to rank them. We're gonna give our thoughts. For one, I want you to tell me if you know the name. And then tell
you if I know the name of the person or the costume.
The character.
Okay.
Tell me if you know it, and also like what your thoughts are.
Okay, and also this would be considered our pop culture segment, pop topics.
When you want a deal without a big deal, what you gonna pick?
Pop topics. Yes, that is pop topics. And we got Halloween costumes 2024.
So I'm going to start off with this one and let me know your thoughts.
Okay, then. Well, obviously this is the Grinch. This first off, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this because this is a little baby girl.
The cutest little Grinch.
But she's serving some looks.
She's eating them up.
She is really serving
them up. Imagine, first of all, the fact that this baby girl sat down long enough for them to put all this green paint on her.
Yeah.
Killing them. Like, I'm walking into preschool that day, like, y'all can't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me because look at this face. Look at the angles. Look at the poses.
I have to change the song. Instead of a mean one, Mr. Grinch, you're a fierce one, Mrs. Grinch.
Love you, baby Grinch. I love that. To me, 10 out of 10. I can't think of I'm going to give her a 9.5. The only thing they should have added was having a little stuffed dog.
Yes.
That's the only thing. But 9.5 only because next year she can reach for that 10. But perfect. Like just the cutest.
Yeah, absolutely the cutest.
All right, I'm thinking I should do picture video so that we can mix it up.
Okay, so this one is going to be a video.
Yes.
Okay, then. So here we go.
Roydale and Alberstein's grandmother and my grandmother, okay, they were sisters. So that make me and Roydale and Alberstein, okay, that's going to be first, second. Got the same grandmother. They my first cousins. Okay, their children would be my second.
So that was somebody dressed up as the Babadook.
Babadook, or whatever. Babadook. I don't know. I've never seen this movie, so I don't know.
You've never seen the Babadook?
I have 100% never. And
first off, I pronounced it correctly like the first time.
I'm just saying I don't know what it's called because I've never seen the movie.
You should watch the Babadook.
You saw how it took me. Well, what was that? Well, we watched a thing which I honestly used to be scared about. Not scared about it anymore, only because it's super old and campy looking. So that was okay. But like you've seen me watch scary movies. You think that I could handle the Babadook or
it's Babadook. And yes, I do think that you could handle it.
Is it gory?
No, it's actually not. It's more of a cerebral thriller.
Are there jump scares?
Yes.
have enough anxiety. I don't know if I want to what is it? Subset myself? No. What is that word? I don't want to be.
I actually don't know.
Susceptible to that, or
susceptible, I guess.
But I don't. No, it's like when you say I don't want to subject myself to that kind of fear. Because the thing about it is, honestly, it's better for a movie to be like gory and like super gross, than for it to have jump scares at me. Because those jump scares I will be thinking about forever. And then when we're going to bed and the fucking like what is it called, closet's open, now I'm sitting there in the dark looking at the TV, hoping I don't see any shadows.
Well, the cat is not supposed to be in the bedroom, so there should not be any closets just randomly opening at night. We don't have a brick. Well, you keep that window open. So yeah, I guess a breeze does come into the fucking.
It's hot. It gets hot.
Yeah.
All right.
It's winter. Well, it's fall.
Now, what are your thoughts on this Babadook Halloween costume?
Babadook.
Whatever.
And I thought it was very well done. I thought it was I was very confused by the actual video.
Wait, you never seen that skit? I forget her name, but she's like one of those like, social media comedians, and she was doing a skit one time about like how old people explain like your family relations. No. And that's the audio that he
they used. Okay. Yeah, because I was confused by that. I guess it was the Babadook explaining how
they're related to the boogeyman. Yeah,
to the boogeyman and Candyman and all them. I mean, I guess that's clever. There were a lot of meme reference Halloween costumes this year, so I would give that one a strong 8.
Yeah,
8 out of 10.
Yeah, and I would give them an 8.5 because they put that video. They did that video.
They did the video with the Halloween costume.
Yeah, that adds on to it. All right, let's see. Who do we have next? Now, this one is a cultural reference that I'm curious if you're gonna get.
So
set fire Pondy Rain.
so on the right, I'm assuming that is legitimately Adele,
that
right?
Sure is.
That is with her, because she was dating Skepta around this time.
No, this actually is the Notting Hill Carnival. If you are familiar or from the UK, you'll know the UK has such a large contingent of Caribbeans.
Yes.
Due to like Windrush, which was a time when, not due to Windrush, due to colonization and the slave trade. The British owned plenty of islands in the Caribbean. And the Windrush generation are the like scores of Caribbeans that moved to the UK to work because they were bringing people in because they didn't have enough workforce.
Sure.
They're now also trying to kick them out because they're being super racist. But either way, Adele, she's, obviously born and raised in the UK. She has a very diverse group of friends. A lot of the people, like where she grew up was a very like diverse place, mostly like Black and just non-white folks. And so she went to the Notting Hill Carnival a few years ago in this Jamaican bikini top and these Bantu knots with a little carnival feathers. And people, specifically American Black people were roasting her.
Yes.
British Black people and Jamaican Black people were like, oh, yes, pick it up. Love it.
Because were you doing the accent just now?
I was trying.
Pick it up.
I think that it was funny because American Black people were like, what in the cultural appropriation, Adele? And Caribbean Black people from both America, I would say some Caribbeans here,
a nice little mixture.
In the UK, we're like, what? It's funny, but I think that's because like Caribbean and African people, I think, have a very different relationship with cultural appropriation.
Yeah,
because when a white person does something that's culturally appropriating, they're like, of course, you would want to look like us. We're fucking dope. And when we see it, we're like, nah, son, you're not getting. Like, you can't just go and run with that shit because you've been doing it for too long.
Right.
But it was very funny. And Adele
Did we know the person who did that?
I think it might be this person on Twitter, Glizzy McGuire at It's Miss Fox. It looks like that's her from
Glizzy McGuire.
which is a
I
great
love
name.
that.
It's a great
That's
name.
a great name.
I'm gonna give her a 9.5 because she, first of all, she has the wings.
Yes.
She has the bra, the bikini top, and she literally has the same exact leggings. So that just lets you know that Adele is a conscious queen who probably bought those for $10 from an online store, and you could have get them anywhere. Yeah. But in a sense, in some karma, Adele did get some tension alopecia from
she got some really
Bantu knots.
For real?
She said that her hair was like thinning because your hair is not supposed to do that.
Yeah, her hair.
Not
her
a
hair.
style for
her
your
hair is not supposed to be meant to do that. Yeah.
But I remember when it came out, like it was just very funny. And I think she did a great job. But we still love Adele, and I think she is actually engaged to that black guy who just like
not Skepta, because
no.
dated Skepta. But like
his name.
I forget his name too.
But he works for I don't know if he's
manager like a sports manager
or
remember he was on the I think he was on the last episode of Grownish.
Yes, he was. But I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either.
But I think they are engaged now. So very cute for her. And I just a side tangent, I saw a video of Adele at her Las Vegas residency, and Celine Dion was in the audience, and it was a super cute emotional moment that when she saw her there. So that was very sweet. We love you, Adele.
Yes, we stan you, Adele. Ooh,
all right, on to the next one.
Yes.
What did you give? Did you rate that one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't know what you see in that ugly meatball. If you like being pawed by something fat and lazy, we could get a cat. It'll leave less hair on the couch.
Okay, that was I think that was Cree Summers, right?
Yeah, it was Cree Summer.
Was she
Tamara
both
Taylor.
of them?
No.
Okay.
Another woman.
Okay.
Tamara Taylor. And they were the sisters from The Simpsons.
Yeah, Patty and Selma from The Simpsons.
So I would rate that. I'm gonna give it a good 9. It was a very strong costume.
Yeah, obviously, they went the whole way around. Had cigarettes and they were yellow and they had the hair.
Your whole body like that. I just have to give you an extra point just for that because that's a lot. That takes a long time, and that shit takes a long time to come off.
Yes, it does.
So
not to mention, like I love when I see black people painted in different colors.
Why?
It because that just shows the commitment to the outfit, to the character, to the costume.
But that's only for black people. White people, if you paint yourself yellow, brown, dark brown, you will get swung on. So please remember that.
Not Simpsons yellow.
Not Simpsons yellow.
Yes.
But if you try to, don't come out here doing
essentially, white people, don't be other races.
This isn't Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yes.
Okay?
Like, if you want to be Poison Ivy because she's green, boom.
Fine.
Like, that's okay. If you want to be a Simpsons character because they're legitimately yellow,
fine.
That is okay. If you want to be him from Powerpuff Girls because he's red, fuck yeah, go for it.
Yes.
But
that's it.
But if you try to be Charles Barkley,
just
leave the shoe polish alone.
Leave it alone. And honestly, every single one of you that do brown face, yellow face, black face, I sincerely hope that shit never washes off.
Yeah.
And now you're stuck looking all weird and patchy with these random ass colors on you, and you look dumb, and then you're gonna get some sort of toxic syndrome because that ink and paint is gonna go into your bloodstream.
Yeah, I hope it sends a shock to your system.
Toxic shock syndrome.
I don't know. I'm just here in a mask.
All right, so we are going to our next one.
The Mouse in the Mask.
The Mouse in the Mask.
Yeah, that's a MF Doom album with Mad Villain. No, not Mad Villain. Not Alchemy. Is it Alchemy?
You asking the wrong person, sir.
It's because all right, there's 2 albums, Mad Villain and the Mouse in the Mask. Who was CeeLo doing Gnarls Barkley with?
CeeLo Gnarls Barkley
was CeeLo and who?
CeeLo Green and producer Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse, yes. Danger Mouse and MF Doom were Mad Villain and Mouse in the Mask.
Oh, well, good pop culture trivia.
Yes.
All right, here's our next one. Stunning. 10 out of 10. No notes. If you do not know, this is Beyonce. Beyonce is the first picture is her dressed up as Betty Davis, the rock star, and her second one is Prince and her as Apollonia. Amazing, beautiful, and honestly, Beyonce, she keeps soft launching this rock album. Give it to me, but also don't give it to me just yet because I need to make sure I can save up money for the concert. So if you could just give us a little bit of, she keeps dropping stuff. She's dropped new alcohol. She's dropped a second perfume.
Yeah.
I think there's probably something else coming out.
Is she putting out honey?
Listen, she might. She has
because she has those bees, right?
Yeah. She has a honey thing on her yard, and I would buy Beyonce. Yeah, I think it would be delicious.
I would drink Beyonce's honey.
Same.
Hey.
But 10 out of 10, no notes. Great. Yeah. She did a beautiful job. Obviously, she has so much money and time. And honestly, Beyonce, she loves a good cosplay. If you've ever seen her costumes throughout the years, she does really well. So thank you for Beyonce for blessing us with your presence.
Yes.
All right, here's our next one.
Do you wanna be? Do you wanna love me like that? Like that? Do you wanna be? Do you wanna want me like that? Like that?
I have no idea who that is.
Are you kidding me?
Who that's supposed to be, and I don't know the song. What? I don't know the song.
Wow.
I saw that and was like, it feels like it's a throwback, but I don't remember it.
From, I would say we were in college.
Oh, there it is. Because I wasn't listening to a lot of R&B.
No, it wasn't
college.
even that. It's the girl. There was a girl when we were in college. She went to the Apple store and she was doing that exact dance in the, how you go to the Apple store, you can play around with the computers or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
She was doing that dance into the camera, same outfit and all that.
Okay, so it's a meme. Okay, gotcha.
But it's funny that you said you didn't know what it is because when I saw the tweet, the girl was saying that she didn't. People didn't know what her costume was, and I was super surprised because to me it was. And I'm like, that's a pop culture reference that you think folks would have picked up on. All right, next one.
This one is funny.
Lucky Turner says, thanks to 45 for helping spur on the idea for my Halloween costume, Black Jobs.
Yes.
And it's a black man in a black turtleneck holding a old iPod. But do you remember,
works on two levels.
Wasn't there what show was it where was it maybe Atlanta where they had gone back in time and then someone had dropped their iPhone and this black guy picked it up and he created Apple or something. I don't remember what show that was.
I don't think that was Atlanta. There was no. I don't think there was a time travel episode.
I mean,
it
was weird.
There was that weird Michael Jackson episode.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, that was.
I'm giving him a 9 out of 10. I think he did a great job.
Yes.
And it was also very funny.
I'm doing 9.5 out of 10.
You're 9.5. All right, good for him.
Because it works on multiple levels.
Yeah.
It's Black Jobs and it's Black Jobs.
Yeah.
So.
All right, this next one was posted up by Gabrielle Union.
Clearly, that was crisscross. Kids dressed up in the backwards outfits and everything.
That's their daughter.
Wiggity, 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 whack.
I loved crisscross.
Yeah.
I think one of them died recently, a few years ago.
What are you talking? Wait, what?
I think they did.
Oh, okay, crisscross.
Yes.
Oh,
not one of
I
the
was about to say,
children.
like, Jesus
How could
Christ.
they have possibly died if they're
you
in
just
the video?
you just said it so nonchalantly. It was like, oh yeah, one of them died, and I'm like, what? But yeah, I think I don't know if it was Chris or if it was Cross. It was Chris.
Chris Kelly. In 2013 was found unconscious in his Atlanta home and taken to the hospital. He died on May 1st. He was only 34 years old.
Yeah.
I loved Chris Cross. I remember my mom took my sister to a Chris Cross concert, and I think I was like probably 5 or 6 years old, and I was so pissed off that I was not included because I was like, I like Chris Cross too.
Yeah, but like your little ears couldn't handle all of the screaming of a crisscross concert.
We went to remember I told you what my first concert was? LL Cool J, R. Kelly, I want to say the Fugees was there, and maybe SWV. So I had been to concerts before. So
at 5?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad irresponsible.
Wow.
No, I'm talking about for your ears. Seriously. That's why anytime you see like little kids and babies on WWE stuff, they have those headphones on. Did you have headphones on?
I'm sending this to my mom.
Yeah, let her know.
You could let her know.
Yeah.
Look out, Sue, for your critique of your parenting.
Highly irresponsible.
All right, now let's go to this next one. Oh wait, but what is your rating for the crisscross costumes?
8.5. It's cute.
I'm gonna give them
more cute.
I'm gonna give them honestly, look, a 7.5. Very cute. They're very cute. But the only reason I'm giving not giving them a full 8 is because I just feel like a lot of parents are doing they're putting their children in like costumes that the kids don't know about. So it's not really super creative except for the parents. Like, what are they doing? The kids don't know who crisscross are. They weren't even a twinkle in their parents' eye. But very cool.
Unless the parents are introducing the kids
unless they are
to these musical acts and artists in this art, then bravo.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I would like to believe that my kids will know who crisscross is.
Yes. Now who do we have here? But the cutest little cowboy Carter.
Very adorable.
Very adorable. 9 out of 10.
Now, is this the outfit that is on the cover of the album?
And if you notice, this child is in a child appropriate outfit because that's not what Beyonce looked like when she was wearing this. But
yeah, I was wondering.
It's very cute. No, she had on like a bathing suit.
Okay, all right.
Or she was a bikini top. It was the same thing that Beyonce always wears.
Sure.
But this is a very child appropriate costume. We will get to more of those things later.
Mm-hmm.
But I love this. I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Who do we have next?
Yes. Why don't you do a video?
A video?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I made the wrong turn. I'm at the wrong rally, folks.
Okay, Donald, let me be very clear. You're supposed to be at the smaller rally down the street.
Are you gonna have a riot at the Capitol after this?
Donald, you tried that already. We're moving forward and we're turning the page.
Well, I'm marching down there anyway.
He's so unserious.
Now, these people were dressed up and acting like Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. And boy, oh boy, like I will give him this. He had the Donald Trump guy had the eyes just right, like the tanning eyes. The squinting. The squinting.
It's very weird.
It is weird, but he captured it well.
And the other one had the Kamala laugh and the smile.
Yes.
And the wig shake or the head shake. So I thought they were good. I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, sure. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 is good.
Yeah.
All right. Who do we have next? Dustin Ross from the Friend Zone podcast was Cat Williams. At Look at Dustin, he said he's the shit starter #1.
Yeah, he's dressed up as Cat Williams from the Shannon Sharp interview, right? Yeah. Very spot on.
Yeah.
I would give it a 9 just for like The almost everything. The jewelry is a little bit different. That's my only reason for giving it a 9. But like everything else is spot on, even down to the beard.
I'm gonna give him a 9.5. He has on Fendi, and Fendi is not cheap.
No, it is not.
So he was doing
He has Fendi money.
He does have Fendi money.
Yeah.
I look forward to us having Fendi money at some point.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully we get there.
All right, what's next?
Here comes Sheba.
Who?
Sheba.
Just took him out here.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Give for the boat. What you do for my 40?
I thought you had $200.
I know a boy on blue bread.
I'm broke.
Give it a Red.
Man, stole him out, Shebo.
What you do for my 40?
I don't got nothing.
Yeah, you do something.
Man, why you tripping, Shebo?
Huh, for a no shoe out. Man, that's messed up. Give him back his chain. What chain? Yeah, what chain?
Man, why y'all ain't help me?
Man, I'm tired.
Man, that's funked up. If that was y'all, I would have helped y'all. What about that time you tried to choke me in smoke backyard? Oh, that was different.
Man, let's jump him.
Man, sit your tail down. Man, my grandma gave me that chain.
He gonna cry in the car.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was really good.
That was a reenactment of the Debo scene from Friday. And
with the Shebo.
Cutest little girl as Shebo. Oh my goodness.
My favorite part was when they lifted her up to take a chain.
Yeah.
That was very cute in her little car.
That's a perfect 10.
Perfect. Yeah, no.
Perfect
10s
across the board.
Because I love that.
The category is Gender Bent Friday.
You'd be a good MC at the ball.
Oh, well, if you I don't know if you ever went, but when I was a part of Infinite Sketch, I actually played as Pray Tell in a sketch.
Really?
Yes.
I'd love to see that.
The category is yes, that was me.
Oh, I want to go to a ball so bad. I want to. Please tell us where the balls are. Well,
I think it's one of those. Well, I think it's one of those things where like you
gotta know somebody.
You gotta know somebody.
Because I didn't go to college in New York. Like my queer connections here are few and far between, or they're like older people that like and like I wasn't hanging out with them. But you know, one day I'm gonna get to one. If y'all know of one, please tell me more.
Yes.
All right. Up next. Boom. Okay. So, oh my God, why is this so tiny? I feel like a freaking elderly person.
Yeah, that is very tiny.
Selma at Selma Cash Money. So can you put that banner? Can you take the banner off for a second?
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Which banner? The Halloween one?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you see, she has recreated that picture of Elon Musk jumping up in the air, and it says the costume versus the inspiration. And this is now, who knows? It could be real, it could be not, but it's still funny. But she said she retweeted that she got a message from Elon Musk that said, delete that post or risk having your account permanently removed. And I just thought that was very funny because everybody was trolling him about that. And if he really did send this, he's just as much of a spud that, you know, that we thought he was. So
he's a weird nerd. He's
not even a nerd. He's just an asshole sociopath who, you know, is a weirdo.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another one. Oh wait, what are you gonna give that one?
Probably an 8.5.
8.5. I'm gonna give it an 8. It was very simple. You didn't really have to do much. But the fact that you got Elon Musk to message you, possibly, allegedly, I thought that was very funny.
Yes.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death?
The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me. Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Have you ever
10?
seen...
Yes, I have seen that one. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Absolutely.
Great job. That
Somebody
wig,
dressed
the
up.
suit.
Someone dressed up as that reporter and reenacted the entire thing. Like,
I think it's from the
I
90s.
want to say, I feel like it was early 2000s.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm trying to look it up, but I'm not seeing, nothing's coming up. But the execution, 10 out of 10. I loved it. Everything about it. You couldn't even tell that they were really lip reading. So great job. The next one is Eric Andre. And I'm gonna say that Eric Andre ate this shit up. He ate it up. He is his costume is Sade, the singer. And Sade has,
you could say it's the sweetest taboo.
So it's the picture of Sade where she has like the long braid and the denim shirt, and she's like holding her, like hugging herself. And he did that one, and he has the lashes, he has the shadow, he got the braid, like he did a great job. So I want to say thank you, Eric Andre, for adding to the gender bend Halloween.
What is it? The place? Sorry, I just had to get that one out there.
I should have known when I saw you tinkering around with the freaking drops.
Yep.
What are you gonna give him?
9.5. That
9.5.
Yeah, that one was spot on.
I'm gonna give him a good 9.
Okay.
He could have had a more deeper blue denim.
a deeper blue denim.
All right, here's our next one.
Hey everybody, this is my costume for Halloween. I'm Forrest Gump, if you haven't noticed. I just want to encourage everyone to vote this year. You have until November 5th, and it's the most important election in the history of our country. Make sure you vote. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
I love Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, I'm not going to lie. At first, before he said what his costume was, like, I saw that hat. And I was about to, I was very concerned.
You were worried.
But then I looked closer at the hat, like it's not that. It's,
yeah.
Man, red hats, man.
You can't wear them anymore. Freely.
You really can't.
You can't wear them freely because no one ever knows. That's a jump scare.
It is a jump scare.
Because you're worried, you're trepidatious, and you're like, what does it say? And then you're like, oh, okay, this says like,
bubblegum shrimp.
Like that should, the fact that like when you think about Beyonce's influence on fashion and Trump's influence on fashion, it's like two sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
And Trump, of course, is just him. But I love that. First of all, Kurt Angle, more like Kurt Bangle, because of banging. To bang him.
you feel satisfied with that. Because of banging. Okay.
Also, I'm not 100% sure that Kurt Angle is not does not have some like Afro ancestry.
He might.
I think
I wouldn't be surprised.
I want to see 23 and
I don't know. Actually, no. I don't know. If you've seen him in his prime.
Oh, well, in this picture, in this video, looking a little spicy. It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. Okay. All right, let's go to this one.
Yeah, sure.
Tiana at Chamomile Smile.
Chamomile Smile.
Oh, thank you, because reveal smile. I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're the sexy spider lady from James and the Giant Peach? Miss Spider reporting for duty. And I want to say she did a great job on this.
She really did, especially with the sunglasses with the eyes. Like,
I love it.
It's giving.
Also, her body is giving. Like, woof. Hello, Miss Spider.
I know.
Hello.
I got a giant peach for her.
Oh my
Oh, a reasonably sized peach.
You're a ridiculous human being. All right.
Stop feeling my catchphrases. That's what I say to you.
Both things can be true at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that was Angel Reese and T.S. Madison.
They both dressed up
as Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Beautiful executions for both of them. Both of them are gorgeous.
I gotta give it more towards Angel Reese because she went all out with the skin paint, the body paint, I should say, not the skin paint. The skin paint sounds
so
weird.
Okay. What rating are you gonna give Angel Reese?
Angel Reese is getting a full-on 10 for the commitment.
Okay, I'm giving. What about you? What are you giving T.S. Madison?
8.5.
Really?
Because she looked great. Just, I'm telling you, anybody who goes the extra mile to paint themselves up is getting a higher score in my mind.
All right, no, listen, I understand that. Now this one I thought was very hilarious. It is a Grand Rising biscuit with the red flags.
That's
and
hilarious.
The little African print cap. And I think this is hilarious because my least favorite thing is don't talk to me about Grand Rising, please.
In that group chat that we're in, that's all I see is just
this is the thing.
Grand Rising. Shut up. Just say good morning.
There's
nothing grand about this Monday.
So the reason why Grand Rising has become like a thing is because people will be like, I don't want to say good morning because morning is just you're saying good morning, and morning means there's been death or grief, and I don't want to put that in my day.
That is some
morning and morning are spelled two different ways.
Yes, it is.
Words mean things. Spellings mean things. And even though there are some people that
just because it's a homonym.
There are people that I do believe, like, when they're saying Grand Rising and they're, like, really changing up how they speak and being very intentional, I do feel like that from them, and I'm, like, super on board with it. But a good majority of the folks that I know who are talking about Grand Rising are just photeps.
Yes, they are.
They you want to talk to me about Grand Rising, but you're still, like, homophobic, misogynistic, like eating all the pork. Like, you're not like
those three terrible things that we all know
pork
of.
Not bad for your body. If you're telling me, I don't want to add this stuff to my life, there's a lot of things. You still eating meat? Are you still drinking fucking lean and sodas and shit? You eating at McDonald's? You obviously don't care that much. You're picking and choosing. And also, most of the men that I know who talk about this Grand Rising bullshit are all fucking like the biggest fuck boys in the world.
Yeah.
So the moment I get a message from somebody that says Grand Rising, boop, blocked, deleted, unfriended. All that. I don't want it. Leave me alone.
Rising.
All right, let's see what our next one. What was the next? Well, that one was a video.
Yeah, that one was a video.
Okay, let's see. No. Grand Rising. That wasn't a video.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, actually, all of our...
Did we do all the videos?
No, we have one more video to do, but I'm going to save that one for last. Or later on, because I feel like it's not like... So we're going to do a bunch of pictures now. What are you giving the Grand Rising biscuit? I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah, a 9.
I think it was a very good execution and it was creative. Next we have Haley Bailey. and she has a picture of her as a Lilo and her baby at Halo at Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very cute.
Very cute. And she tweeted out, Ohana means family. We're Lilo and Stitch this year. Now, this actually has caused quite a stir on social media.
How could that have possibly caused
Well,
a
this
stir?
is why.
Is it because of how she looks?
Well, it's a mixture of things. So apparently, Hawaiians have been upset because they said that the tweets that I saw were saying that she's overly sexualizing Lilo.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see
and
that.
also talking about cultural appropriation. And because hula is a very it's like a spiritual close practice. It's a very important thing in the Hawaiian Polynesian culture.
Sure.
So people were pushing back against that. And I had two thoughts. One, that we should always be listening to folks when they call out ways that their cultures are being culturally appropriated. Because I remember even with Moana, after the movie came out, of course, Disney put out the costumes and the outfit that, or basically it was the one of the male costumes is of Moana, and he has, it's like the fake tribal tattoos and all that over his body.
Okay, and those actually mean something in their culture.
Yeah, and so people were upset about that. And so I'm like, I'm not upset or whatever about that. Like, I think that we all should be mindful and learning and listening to people when they say something like that. The only pushback I have about this is like saying like, oh, she's over sexualizing Lilo. Like, she's a grown woman and there's plenty of sexual, like most times when you see adults in these kids costumes or kid movie things that we're recreating, like, they're sexy. Well, Babs Bunny used to be sexy, but like sexy Babs Bunny, sexy Tinkerbell, sexy Little Mermaid, like doing like a sexy costume is like whatever. And also, she's a grown woman with a woman's body, and she can look sexual pretty much in anything. So that the over sexualization part, I kind of felt like you're just trying to pick something out, but the main issue of the cultural appropriation is something where I'm like, we need to be taking Disney to task for that, because Disney sells these costumes, and I mean, across the board, like if you were Pocahontas, is that like in what ways can we have cultural appreciation versus cultural appropriation? How can we work towards that? Because there are unfortunately a lot of people's cultures who are appropriated by these huge companies that give little to no care about how those people feel about it. But I will say, I think she looks cute. The baby's adorable, super cute Stitch. But I do think that it's important to be listening to Hawaiians and how they're feeling. But I also am curious, like, I see a lot of people in Lilo Stitch costumes every year, and I haven't quite heard this commotion regarding that. So sometimes I wonder, like, are you upset because it's happening, or are you upset because the celebrity is doing it and you're going to go after them? Because I think that happens across the board, whether it's Black people, Hispanic, Asian, Polynesian, whatever. Like, I think sometimes we will pick and choose who we want to allow in for things. But still a conversation that should be had.
Sure.
But just for the cuteness of it, I'm giving it a 9.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I'm deducting due to the controversy.
Sure.
Now, this one, I'm very curious if you can tell me if you see the difference in the pictures. You ready?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so obviously it's Grace Jones. I legitimately, when I see this, I'm like, how is this? Oh, I can see the differences. It's in the chest. It's in the way that you use it. It's in the chest. It's in the chest. The chest area is less defined on the left than it is on the right. And also the blazer has a pocket.
Oh, I couldn't even see that.
Yeah. So, but this is a very well done.
Yeah,
this
done. Is perfect. This is the best Grace Jones, and this is Davina Bennett paying homage to the iconic Grace Jones
Mhm.
for Halloween. And I want to say, Davina, if they ever do something with Grace Jones documentary or something, I hope that you get it.
Mhm.
Now,
not a documentary, a biopic.
Biopic. Let me see what Davina Bennett looks like in real life. Because I didn't actually look at that before. I wonder if she's actually. Okay. So
You have an issue with her being darked up, for lack of better words.
I do kind of have an issue with that part, but I can't ignore that it's a perfect rendition.
Yeah.
But I do kind of take some umbrage with her putting on a black person putting on blacker face.
Yeah.
To create this costume, but she did a great job.
She did do a great job.
I would, if I had not just looked up who she was, like her face, I would have given it 10 out of 10. But due to the darkening, I'm gonna have to push you. The blackening, due to the blackening, I'm gonna have to push you down to 8.
Wow. And you know what? Maybe that should be the episode title.
The blackening?
No, due to the blackening.
Due to the blackening?
Yes.
All right, let's see who's next.
Is there a pen? I don't want to forget this.
I'll text it to you.
Yeah.
Due to the blackening.
I'll make a note real quick. And yeah, I'm still paying attention. I just want to make a quick note. Obviously, I can't do my face because I'm in a goddamn mask.
All right, let's see who's next. Blackening. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So April at Reign of April on Twitter said this is actually a great costume when you need to be you and promote your project, but still want to participate in Halloween. Shouts to Denise for having the Gordon Gartrell done in time. So Anthony Mackie was on the Tonight Show to talk about his new film, Elevation, and he is wearing that iconic Gordon Gartrell outfit that Denise made for her brother on the Cosby Show. What are your thoughts?
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was something, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Like look, it's been years since I've seen the Cosby Show, and it's mad unfortunate because it's losing a lot of its cultural cachet.
Yeah.
And like it's gonna get to the point where like if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Damn it.
Did you forget to put it on there?
I thought I did. I thought I did. I thought I had it on there, but instead
what number? I'm gonna give him a 9.5 because it was a perfect execution of the outfit.
Yeah.
All right.
If you know, you know. There we go. Found it.
So next we have Lupita Nyong'o as Storm.
That's a very good Storm. That's a really good. She
would be perfect as Storm.
She would be perfect as Storm.
Can she be Storm if she was already in Black Panther?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have a theory that Marvel is going to reboot the entire Marvel timeline and just start over because they've made a complete mess out of Phase 5, all those TV shows and fucking Secret Wars and bullshit. And, you know, Miss Marvel was fine, but even that had some issues with the story. Yeah, so but if they do reboot the entire series and start from scratch, I say bring her in as Storm.
Go for it.
That Storm. And well, that just made me kind of sad because in the comics Storm is married to Black Panther. And I was like, you could do that, but then it's like, you're gonna recast Chadwick Boseman. Is it
it's a whole
too
thing.
soon? Or I don't know.
All right, I give her 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Next one is what is this? What is this name? Smitty Werben Jagerman Werben German Jensen at Chitin X Nutted.
Corbin Jagerman Jensen.
Where is this from, sir?
Smitty Werberman Jenkins. Jensen. Sorry, I don't know where it's from, but it I know it's a reference. Like and it came. That's why I came so. Smitty Werberman Jenkins Jensen.
Werberman Jenkins would have been funny. So it says, I'm a black man with a Chinese restaurant on Crenshaw. And that's from a Rush Hour. Was it Rush Hour 2?
Yeah, that was Rush Hour 2.
It's what's his name? Don Cheadle's character. Was the black man on Crenshaw with the Chinese restaurant.
This is getting a 9.
Yeah, I think a 9. I think he did a good job. He even has all the way down to the
ponytail.
Ooh. Yeah, down to the ponytail. So he did a good job.
Yeah.
Next one, we have can you remove the Halloween costume thingy? So we can see the full ones. This is the cutest little old man with his dog, and this is obviously from Up. If you were not aware, love it.
Yeah.
Love it. What are you giving this?
Oh, perfect 10.
Perfect 10. Yeah. Same.
Down to the dog.
Yeah. Super cute.
Yeah.
I love it. The next one, this one's gonna be a bit controversial. Let's see what it is.
Oof.
Yes. So Puncher75 at Puncher522. Puncher75, why didn't you keep your at name Puncher75? Curious. Halloween on Union Strong 2nd Street in Philly, but don't worry, it's quote unquote razor close. And this is a bunch of young white boys in MAGA hats with one little boy is Trump and one little boy is the shooter who shot Trump. And I want to tell y'all, if y'all came to my house, you would get no candy.
There's also a little boy in the background. I don't know what he's supposed to be.
Oh, he's a person at a Trump rally because he's a Trump flag draped across his shoulders.
Okay, so but like the way they have the hats and the glasses makes me think that this is Secret Service.
Yes. Some of them are Secret Service. Yes. Some of them are Secret Service, and then there's the shooter.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have a little. Oh wait, no, they do. They have the Band-Aid.
Yeah, they have the Band-Aid on the ear.
So
you knew that somebody was gonna dress up like this when that shit happened.
I mean,
and it's a bummer. It's a real bummer.
Grown people were dressing up as garbage MAGA fans, and literally I saw a picture of these old men in diapers, like at a fucking rally or whatever bullshit. What are you giving this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Do I have to even rate it?
You have to rate it.
It's getting a 1.
I'm gonna give it 2 for the creativity and the attention to detail.
2?
That's it. I'm giving it 2.
All right.
Now this one is the cutest little UPS worker.
10
out of 10.
Yeah.
Love it.
10.
Love it.
So cute. So
and
adorable.
I don't know if he's supposed to be Mike Epps' character from Friday, but that would definitely add to it. But I love that one. 10 out of 10 for them. Okay. This next one is Young M.A. as Hot Boys era Lil Wayne. And Janaea at Hey, it's Janaea said, oh, I thought she was just dressing normally.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Young M.A., I love you. Okay, I'm glad you're doing well. You look so much better and healthier.
Looks a lot healthier
than you had. I know she was having some struggles, like health issues, some years ago. But man, I'm gonna have to give you like a 5.
Yeah.
Only because like
this is giving strong 5. Yeah.
You dress like this all the time.
Yeah, this isn't really like and this isn't even the most iconic Lil Wayne.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Where's the locks?
Yeah. So sorry.
Where's the one dread?
Yeah.
Where's the one dread on your head?
The only dread that I have is just the dread that I feel looking at this photo. Get this off my screen.
All right. Now this one is the purse plug on Twitter, and she is Rock Lee. Now I do not know who Rock Lee. What
Rock Lee is from Naruto. Yeah, Naruto.
Naruto.
Yes. And he's one of the tuning from the tuning exams. He's the only ninja who doesn't know jujitsus. He only knows ninjutsu, but he wants to grow up to become a splendid ninja.
Oh.
And he's God damn it if he's not very iconic in the Naruto world.
Well, I'm gonna say she's iconic for something else.
Yeah.
Okay?
She's giving me a Rock Lee. You know what I mean?
You're just I don't know
But
what
do you know
to
what I
do
mean?
with you. I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah. Shots.
Shots?
Yeah, set up some shots.
What are you giving this one?
11.
You horny bastard.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Thick ass fucking thighs.
Thick thighs save lives. And I will tell you what, I will let you murder me between your thighs. So
Naruto, more like, nah, I don't want to go that way with it. Forget it.
Naruto?
No.
Is that what you were gonna say?
No, I was gonna say Naruto. See, that's why I didn't want to go that way.
I knew a whole.
She seems fine. She looks like a fine young
kind
woman.
All right, next one.
Fine.
Big Deborah. Big Deborah on the scene. To me, I'm giving this 10 out of 10. Perfect. Hair, costume, everything. The little Debbie's in her. I love it.
Yeah, I love this.
This is little Debbie's mama who taught her how to bake, and his background of her in the kitchen talking about that's too much sugar, not enough spice. Fix it up. So claps up for you, Big Deborah. Oh, do you want to put the Halloween costumes thingy back? Or you want to keep it off?
No, we can put it back.
Love that. Okay, is that all the pictures we have? All right. So now we're gonna go to the controversial ones.
Yes.
That are very controversial. The first one.
No, we started off with the controversial one of those.
The Trump
maggot.
yeah.
Those maggot.
But that one was more just like, oh, this is stupid, less like controversial. So, first of all, before we get into we had one kind of controversial Halloween costume.
Sure.
Because it was just, Trump. Now, let's take a shot before we get into like the truly, truly controversial posts.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Because I've been having such a great time with you.
I have been having a good time.
And I would like to continue that time. And these things are going to be a little bit sketchy.
Okay. Cheers to having a good time on this podcast with you.
Oof.
It's just so hard with the fucking mask on. Like, it's just so hard to take a shot with the mask on.
I love it though. All right.
So where are we starting?
This one's going to be another, Trump related one. Apparently in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, there was a Halloween parade.
There's nothing pleasant about this, by the way.
And there is nothing pleasant about what happened here. Let's roll that terrible mushroom footage.
It was during last night's Halloween parade here on Main Street where that politically themed float turned a lot of heads. It's now getting a lot of attention online. Now the borough's mayor is trying to figure out how it was approved.
It's a hot political season. Probably not something I'd want in a children's parade.
In this video sent to Channel 11 by a viewer, you can see the float that appeared during the Mount Pleasant Halloween parade. You could see people dressed up as Secret Service surrounding a golf cart style vehicle. Riding in the cart is a person wearing a mask of former President Donald Trump. On the top of the vehicle is a fake sniper.
The worst part of it was the fact that there was either a rope or a chain that was attached to the back of the vehicle, and there was a woman who was to resemble Kamala Harris in handcuffs and chained to the back of that vehicle as though they were dragging her.
This is not a good look. This is simulating a lynching down Main Street in Mount Pleasant.
That's Josh Huff. He was at the parade with his wife and said he was immediately stunned seeing that float.
It was dark. It was like, this has been escalated, way beyond what it should be. Somebody in power had to say, hey, yeah, that's fine. You know, that's okay.
How did this get approved? How did this make it through approval to get in the line to be in the parade and then continue on through the whole parade route?
And that is a legitimate question, and I cannot answer that totally.
The mayor tells me she's meeting with the borough manager and council president and might get the solicitor involved.
After it's already done, I'm not sure that there's much we can do except for going forward.
I reached out to Bill Bretz, the Westmoreland County Republican Committee chair. He sent me a statement saying in part, quote, "We certainly don't condone the simulation of political imprisonment or violence in any context, no matter the party affiliation of those involved."
This needs to stop. In this country, this needs to stop.
The parade is sponsored by the Volunteer Fire Department. There was nobody there when I stopped by this afternoon, and my email has not yet been returned. Reporting in Mount Pleasant, Andrew Havranek, Channel 11.
Yeah, that was dark. That was some dark bullshit.
Honestly, it reminded me of, I think I was around 8 or 9 when this black man in the South, might have been like Mississippi or Tennessee or something, that was, these white men grabbed him while he was, I don't know if he was outside or they took him and they attached him to their truck and they dragged him until his head popped off.
Oof.
And that's what it just reminded me of. And I think that, like, the biggest thing that scares me with this election cycle is that, like, of course, like I said last episode, when Obama won, everyone was nervous about, you know, is there going to be violence afterwards and all that. And I think that now in a post-Trump era, I'm even more afraid for Kamala.
Yeah.
Because I think that this type of thing has become extremely normalized. Like, a lot of these racist people, like, they've been around forever, but the way that they have been emboldened now, like, to put something like that so public about the vice president who has done nothing to you besides being a Black and Asian woman, it's very clear. And so it's just disgusting. Whoever that volunteer fire department, y'all need to be replaced. I mean, but it's like, you need the fire department. It's not even the police. Usually they're like,
yeah, you need the fire department. Nobody needs these volunteer fire
We don't need to be volunteers. Get the fuck out of here. All y'all doing is making chili and decorating the firehouse. We don't need you because you can't even really do
your
real
your 5-alarm chili. Fuck off.
But I mean, like, it honestly just shows the state of the country right now. So not really too surprised.
Yeah.
And this next one, I will trigger warning, caution. I don't even know if I could form words to describe how gross it is. We did block out the little girl's face. And we're not going to show the video of it, but DJ Envy decided that he was going to recreate the Crush on You video with his 8-year-old daughter dressed up as Little Kim.
Yeah.
In the various outfits.
Yeah.
And people were legitimately outraged. So let's put that up here.
You know, this DJ Envy and his wife, let's not forget his wife. But this DJ Envy situation where he dressed up his minor underage daughter as one of the 90s raunchiest versions of Little Kim he could possibly find situations right here proves that these dudes ain't gonna change when they have daughters. As a matter of fact, they gonna get worse. As a matter of fact, they gonna treat their daughters like the trash that they treat women like. As a matter of fact, their daughters are gonna be just as objectified as these women. This man and his wife know for a fact that innocent pictures of children are being used by pedos to further their inclinations, their disgusting, nasty inclinations. It's the fact that they know this. They know this. We all know this. And you chose that to dress your daughter up as because you knew it was going to get you some views, because you knew it was going to get you some likes, because you knew it was going to get you some controversy, because you knew it was going to get them some clout. The way y'all use your kids is disgusting, and these dudes don't change when they have daughters.
So that was one of my Facebook friends, Lady Speech. And everything she said was exactly what I was thinking. I mean, to me, first of all, the parts that are weird, of course, having your 8-year-old who is like not even close to even knowing how memorable this song is. Maybe if she probably knows Lil' Kim, because I think in the video, that he put up on Instagram, he was like FaceTiming Lil' Kim and showing her, and she was like, "Oh, you gotta take pictures." He's like, "No, we're gonna do the whole video." And I was like, "Oh, super cute." Did this whole video with her and the family. But the thing that got me was they have a variety of kids, and maybe are his kids. I don't know. There were some kids in the video dressed up in different outfits, but they were wearing like basketball shorts and t-shirts, and dancing around. And then you pick the skimpiest thing to put your child in, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with a child being in a bathing suit or a two-piece or whatever, but this is obviously extremely sexual.
Yeah. It's Lil' Kim. It's Lil' Kim in the Crush on You music video. If anybody has remembered this video, he has his daughter dressed up as Lil' Kim, rapping the lyrics. Hey shorty, on do get the bag of the lethal. I'll be undressed in a bra or a see-through.
No,
that's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
Why didn't he have his wife being Lil' Kim? If you want to do it, have your wife being Lil' Kim and the kids in the background.
Exactly. Why not have his wife be Lil' Kim?
Number one, it's weird for you to be Lil C's in this video and rapping to your daughter about y'all having a crush on each other. That's weird. Then having her in this outfit, like, even if I could take out the outfit, the song choice, you could have put her in a full one-piece bathing suit and put those like little decals that make it look like it's cutouts. You could have put her in a red jumpsuit and the wig and the fur coat. Like, we would have known. The same way you don't need to put on blackface to show you're a black person. You don't have to have your child in a scantily clad outfit saying suggestive sexual lyrics. And it's like, when I went to go see Kai the other day when we were hanging out, shout out to you, Kai. He brought up, like, he was like, well, you know, if this was a video, and she was like whining at a party, would that be weird? Because that's like a cultural thing. Sure. Like, Lil' Kim is definitely African-American culture. When I was 8 years old, I was definitely seeing Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
So it's like, there are certain things that are cultural. When you see videos, like if you're at a baby's or a kid's birthday, a Nigerian kid's birthday, you're going to see people spraying money on them. And I remember a few years ago, Wale had gotten into controversy because I think it was his daughter's second birthday, and they were spraying money on her, and people were thinking that it was like strippers, but in reality, spraying money on somebody, whatever their age, gender, or whatever, is a very
cultural
normal thing for Nigerians.
Yeah.
But I think about, like, I've seen videos of little girls from various cultures around the world where maybe they're dressed in, like, even hula. You can see little girls doing the hula. They might have a little wraparound on their top and a little hula skirt. That's not sexual. You could see girls from various countries in Africa doing traditional dances, similar costumes. That's not sexual. This is an extremely sexual thing that I'm like, I cannot condone this kind of behavior. And really, it's just that so many parents use their children as a commodity, and it's only ramped up with social media because so many magazines and newspapers have done in-depth reporting about children who have parents who are these, influencers, parent influencers who are using their likeness, their pictures and all that, and they don't have any consent. And then, like, sure, maybe at 8 years old, she's fine with doing this video. But what about when she's 13, when she's 15, 18, 21?
Is she going to look back on this and say, this was kind of weird and gross?
But also, to me, I'm like, we know that so many and just disgusting creeps are online. Even you just having your child in a regular pajamas could have something for So people who are creeps go on people's pages, especially parents' pages. They look for things. They try to find identifying markers so that they can do whatever their creepy thing that they want to do. And I just feel like as you as a public figure should not be subjecting your daughter to the possibility of violence just to get some views. If you wanted to do this for Lil' Kim, you could have done this and texted to her. Okay? Send it to the group chat. There's no need for all of us to see this. There's no need. And the fact that he was just like, okay, no matter what, like, this is disgusting. And I hope that this child is protected. And you being a man in the hip hop industry who is very well aware, whether you talk about it or not, the amount of creeps and just disgusting people in that industry, you know what they do to children of various ages, and you would then put your child in a place of harm's way is disgusting to me.
He should be getting, like, obviously
somebody call CPS.
He needs to be getting
honest.
donkey of the day, like, and more, obviously, because
donkey of the fucking year.
Because
to
that
be honest.
it's uncomfortable and it's gross.
It's extreme. Because I remember when I saw it on Twitter and on Instagram, I was like, oh, what is it? I looked at it. It was hard for me to even watch the video.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, me as a 35-year-old woman, my father would be uncomfortable. My father would, like, my father would never do that. He'd be like, what? Like,
yeah, we
what?
showed that video to Sam, and he was like, what is
why?
this? Like,
why?
Yeah.
Like, your wife could have been Lil' Kim, you be Lil' C's, which would make sense. Because why are you, as a father, telling your daughter that you
got a
have
crush
on
you.
her?
Yeah.
What in the
weird.
Trump? Like, what is going on?
Oh, but at least he blocked out or bleeped out the whole "she's a slut, she's a hoe, she's a freak" line. That's clear. First off, you went that far as to bleep that out, so you knew something about this was wrong. You knew something about this wasn't, like, fucking copacetic all the way through. So maybe you should have extended that to putting your daughter into a Lil' Kim outfit that is scantily clad.
Extremely scantily clad.
Yeah.
Because DJ Envy is not the only one who is doing gross and weird, inappropriate Halloween costumes for their children. Even the regular people, like celebrities, they're just like us. So I saw this. Can you remove the little
Sure.
So this person created a scene from Martin, the infamous headboard Gina scene, with their 2-year-old and their daughter, who looks maybe like 5 or 6. Now, if you remember this scene, and I remember it, even though I watched it probably when I was like 6 or 7, whenever this episode came out, Gina and Martin. Gina and Martin.
The implication is
got
that
a new headboard, and he fucked her through the headboard.
Yeah, that's
and
the
that
implication.
Is what you are
that is the implication.
Your children, siblings, your sibling children to recreate. If y'all don't fucking get some sense, my God, turn off the internet. Turn it off. Because I don't know what it is about people having the ability to broadcast their lives, but it is removing sense. And I've had enough. It's too much. Because y'all are acting dumb. And if something were to happen to your children, you'd be crying on the news, talking about, oh my God, I don't know why. How could it happen to me? This is why. Because you're putting your children in inappropriate situations for likes. That's it. And it pisses me off so bad. Like, you're not protecting your children at all because you want to be social media famous, which does nothing to you. You're not getting any fucking residuals.
Yeah.
All you
get is clout.
And barely even that.
And there's no such thing as clout dollars. Clout dollars don't make sense.
The fact that I know so many people who would love to have children right now
Mm-hmm.
and can't or having difficulty, but seeing all these fucking asshats online using their children for public fodder,
Mm-hmm.
it pisses me off to the nth degree.
That's why, like, when I have kids, first off, when I have a child, I'm not having kids, singular. We'll see after the first one. When I have a child, I'm not putting anything or posting anything on the internet. In fact, the only photos that are gonna be taken are the ones that are gonna be in my phone, and I'm not sharing them with anybody. I'm not even gonna like go to work and be like, "Hey, see, look at my family." Fuck that. No, like I don't know whose eyes is on my kids. You know what I mean? Like this is just gonna be for me and the mother. So
like literally the other day, so you know how I have a bunch of new babies in my family.
Sure.
And so and they're all girls. So I was creating like a little collage of all the babies, super cute.
Yeah.
Before I even posted it to my like WhatsApp status, which is obviously it's not social media, but anyone can see it. I messaged my cousin and I said, "Hey, I'm doing this collage of the babies. Is it okay if I were to put this on WhatsApp? And also, do you mind if I put this picture on my social media? Because at the end of the day, you need to be protecting your child from people. Doesn't matter who those people are. When I was little, like I can remember like being 5 years old and my mother telling me, it does not matter if it's me, your dad, your aunts, your uncles. If somebody touches you weirdly or inappropriately, you say something because there's nobody in your life it is okay to be weird with you. And I don't think that is something that a lot of parents are saying or
teaching their
doing
kids
or caring
nowadays.
about.
Yeah.
Especially now when it's not like you just have that regular picture of the baby's bottom, they're in the tub in the family photo album. You're putting your photo album online and that can go anywhere.
I used to do the thing. Like okay. I'm a recovering fuckboy. We know this, right?
Yes.
I'm also a recovering creep.
Yes.
I used to do the thing in college where I would say I love the summertime because during the summertime everybody does that thing on vacation where they show their feet. And I would always leave on Facebook, like you know the photos that I'm referring to, right? Yes. The vacation feed, yes. Like, hey, yes. Like I'm near a pool, or I'm on a all-inclusive resort and stuff like that. And what I would do is I would comment on all of those Facebook messages, like, hey, you know, there's a thing called save as, right? Simple. It was just simple.
You were letting them know.
Letting them know, like that, like if I really wanted to be like in some creepy mode shit, like now your toes are in a fucking folder marked special software updates on my computer.
Nobody's gonna go in that folder.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, you have to say it's just software updates, not special software updates, because like.
Then someone might
lesson learned. You take the special off the way. You just say software update. There we go.
But
no one's going in that.
Think about even the FBI did. I think it was when I read this was on Vox that the FBI did. In I think they were working with journalists to do basically some kind of not a sting operation, but they were looking into parent influencers and also pedos. Can you say that?
Yes.
And they found that too many of these accounts that are run by parents, they are crafting their content to get marketed towards pedos, and this doesn't mean they're doing actually anything salacious,
Mm-hmm.
but even just having your child at the pool, they're in a bathing suit, and you're showing them in that bathing suit. Maybe you're showing them in a certain pose and all that these pedos like, and that would get them more followers, more subscribers. If they have one of those, like on Instagram, it's not the close friends, but it's something you could pay for, like a subscription service type of thing, kind of like OnlyFans. And parents would be like crafting their content so that these pedos would then be more excited to pay for more. And it's like, this is happening both here and around the world, because I have seen folks from various countries posting things up, and you're like, what the fuck? And people then have like, they're reporting them and all that. And if you think, like, why are you just not protecting your child? Why do you care more about money and likes and like influence than you do about your child's well-being? And honestly, I feel like there needs to be proper legislation that you shouldn't be able to post your child online until they're like 16 years old.
Yeah, like,
because you could say if you're at 16, on average, 16.
Or what about your child's face?
No, just don't post them. You can't post them until they're. You can't post their face
because
you could post the child
you can do
without
like
their face.
Yeah, you could.
Because at 16, most places by 16 years old, you can drive.
Sure.
You're older. You probably are in the thick of your teen hormones, so you know what type of image you want to have out there. And at 16, you could say, okay, I like that, I don't like that.
Sure.
But if you are before that age putting your child into these predicaments, I just don't think we should do it. And honestly, a lot of these people that we see online, I think that they're having children just for content. Because
they're definitely only having children just for content.
There is, I want to say it's on Hulu, this is documentary about this white woman who was like a famous kind of like mommy blogger.
Yeah.
Who got arrested last year for child endangerment and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I think I remember this.
I don't remember her name, but like you can
I don't
find
remember
her
her name, and
the thing is, she had an extremely popular page. It would be like everyday life as like, you know, a mom, but she was also doing terrible things to her children, and so was her sister, who was also arrested. And the thing is, we only recently, just this year, got legislation that children who are working as like influencers have some protections, because as a child movie star, theater actor, whatever, you have certain legislations for you. We don't have that for the internet.
Yeah,
and
don't.
I think that 16 years old should be that's when you can show your child's face. And there are plenty of people on social media who I've seen who have talked about, I don't put my child's face online anymore.
Yeah.
Because people would be coming up to us, and not even like in a weird way, but they like, there are plenty of people I follow or know on social media, see on social media, their children are so cute, I love them, like, oh, my little niece and nephew online. But like, if you see them in person, you can't treat them like a celebrity or whatever. They don't know you, and you're coming up to them, you're talking to them. That's weird for them. And this mom said she stopped putting her baby's face on online because that was happening when they would go out, and there wasn't any sort of nefarious thing, but it was weirding her kid out. And I think most of y'all need to reconsider your priorities. Think about whether or not your child is safe when they're going to and from school. Because like, to bring it back to DJ Envy, he's a public figure. That means people who go to his daughter's school see this. There are people who know where he lives in his area. How do you know any of those people might not try to come up and do something harmful? You don't know. And an 8-year-old is not equipped enough to even realize or think about potential consequences. So if somebody says, oh, well, yeah, I know your dad, MB, or whatever his real name is, and they say something, and now your daughter goes missing, now what are you going to say? What are you going to do? Because you put her out on the internet to be objectified and fapped to by creeps. That's it. That's all I got.
How many more do we have?
We have 2 more pictures.
Just looking at the time, that's all.
Yeah, so we have 2 more pictures. We're gonna bring it back to something nice and something lovely. We're not being creeped out anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So ending the trigger warning.
Mm-hmm.
And now, so we just watched the Abbott Elementary Halloween episode.
Yes.
Amazing. Love you, Quinta. You do a great job.
Quinta's doing some really good work.
I love her so much.
Yeah, I especially love the ringworm episode.
Yeah, that was great.
I mean, it creeped me out, but also
I've never had ringworm, but I've
never had ringworm.
One
of my friends had ringworm in elementary school, and I remember like that he had to be quarantined. Like he couldn't go to school for like several days. Like after we figured it out, and like it didn't spread or anything like that, but it's still enough.
You know, you never know.
Yeah.
But one of my best friends, you've met her when we were at Howard, because she lived in the quad, and you know they had communal bathrooms.
Yeah.
So I remember like a few months into freshman year, she got ringworm because there's too many people. They weren't, I guess, cleaning it enough, and you can get it because it's just like a thing that happens. So that shit was scary.
Yeah.
But this year's Halloween episode for the Abbott Elementary was amazing, and these are the photos to prove it. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in line, and then we'll talk about them. We have Miss Shementi as Sweetums. Is it Sweetums?
Sweet Cheeks.
Sweet Cheeks,
Mm-hmm.
the guinea pig.
Yes.
We have Cheryl Lee Ralph
Mm-hmm.
as a tiger.
As a
fancy tiger.
Fancy tiger. Yeah.
My favorite one, the janitor with his oh god, is it
It's just something. Jamont?
No, fuck. Abbott.
Heat 22. Just say Miami Heat 22.
He's 22. Wait, you know the wow.
No, I'm just going off of the jersey.
You know what? I really thought you knew Jimmy Butler. And I knew that before I saw that name because I remembered in my head. Jimmy Butler, the emo Jimmy Butler. We have Quinta and what's his name? James Tyler, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
They are Jurassic Park. She's the mosquito and Amber, and he is DNA.
Mm-hmm.
We have the principal as
Blade.
And we have the one white character as
Pat Sajak before, and he had the costume before he knew Pat Sajak's fucking politics. I love that joke.
What happened? I remember like vaguely, but what happened with Pat Sajak? Is he a Trump supporter?
I think he's just like a staunch Republican.
Really?
Yeah.
Pat Sajak politics. Let me look it up. He's a conservative Republican.
Yeah, he's a conservative Republican. That's what it is.
Okay, he's a conservative Republican.
Yeah.
And then one of the cutest ones is we see
this little girl
Quinta
dressed
Brunson
up as
and one of the characters for one of the kids on Abbott Elementary is dressed up as Quinta Brunson when she had her iconic "He Got Money" skit that I want to say was on BuzzFeed. I think it was when she was still at BuzzFeed. And then she pivoted, like the way that she moved from that to where she is now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. It just goes to show the power of BuzzFeed at one point in time in history.
True, but also just like the power of keeping it going. Like she has never stopped, regardless of what was going on. Listen, Quinta Brunson is my queen.
Yeah.
She is my queen. Like, I'm like, Quinta, we are here. Okay.
You gotta stand a short queen.
You gotta stand a short queen. And my favorite costume, my absolute favorite costume, Luffy and Boa Hancock.
Yes. Luffy and Boa Hancock from One Piece.
Now, Boa has been throwing herself at Luffy and trying to say, like, listen, Luffy, I like you. Luffy is so oblivious to anything and everything that's not food or fighting.
Yeah.
That he's not paying attention.
He's just focused on his dream of becoming king of the pirates.
But one day, he finally realized that she was flirting with him.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're together and they're living happily ever after.
Yeah, and they decided to go out and have hood niggas say Lupe 9 different times all throughout the night.
So much,
so many
on
times,
Halloween.
so many times. Lupe, like,
how does it feel to be a woman?
First off, it's a weird mixture of just like, well, thank you, I look great, and then it's like, well, now this is getting annoying,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was, well, am I gonna like, should I be afraid for my life because of how aggressive you're saying my name, like how aggressive you're coming at me? So I guess I know what it feels like to be a woman now, just to run the gamut of emotions for everything. And you know what? It made me think. I wish that there was something on women to convey that they've already been catcalled once that day,
yes,
and that nobody should do it ever again.
Yeah,
because like I feel like once, maybe twice, is enough to get the point across that you're a bad bitch, or that you look great, or that like whatever you're doing,
you were a bad bitch on Halloween.
whatever you're doing is giving and serving, right?
You were eating them up.
Anything after that is just,
it's too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's too much.
It's the opposite of Luther Vandross. It's too much. It's always too much, always too much, always too much, always too much.
So before we leave, I have 2 more videos I want to play that should just remind you that voting is happening this Tuesday.
All right, so we're done with the Halloween stuff.
We're done with the Halloween.
Oh God, no, seriously, like it's the combination of the mask and my glasses that really hurt my face.
So, before the election on Tuesday, I know that if you're probably listening to this podcast, by the time you too much.
Yeah, by the time that this podcast comes out, either in video or audio form, the election will be decided.
Oh, God.
We'll have a new president, regardless of who they are. We will have a new president. That's just what it is.
And the text messages will have stopped.
Yes.
So that's really the only benefit right now.
Yes, that's the upside.
That's the upside of it. Now I want you to listen to these 2 videos and just vote accordingly. Okay.
Somebody said to me, "Are you glad you did it?" I said, "Absolutely, but I could have been on the best beaches in the world. I own the best beaches in the world. I could have had such time. I could have been at the Great Turnberry in Scotland. I could have been anywhere I wanted to be. I could have had those waves smacking me in the face. I could have said, that white, beautiful white skin that I have would be nice and tan. I got the whitest skin because I never have time to go out in the sun, but I have that beautiful white, and you know what? It could have been beautiful, tan, beautiful."
So there's that. Lots of dog whistles in there, but
Is it even
not dog whistle for real?
It's not even dog whistling because it's literally just, hey, I'm racist.
Yeah,
I love whiteness. I love whiteness, and I hope
owning fucking beaches.
I hope nobody clips that out of context. Just me saying, I love whiteness.
I love that white skin.
Gotta love that white skin.
Fucking does not tan and burn.
That nigga never had white skin. It's always been burnt and disgusting looking, like an orange.
Not even a good orange. He's the mandarin orange that you forgot about in the back of your fridge.
Yeah, he's that orange that like Garfield is orange. He's Garfield levels of orange.
Okay, and here's our next one.
You let me vote, sister. It is nice to see see you, Kamala.
It is nice to see you, Kamala. And I'm just here to remind you, you got this. Because you can do something your opponent cannot do. You can open doors. I see what you did there, like to a garbage truck, right? I don't really laugh like that, do I? A little bit. Now, Kamala, take my Pamela. The American people want to stop the chaos and end the drama with a cool new stepmamala. Kick back in our pajamas and watch a rom Kamala. Like Legally Blondula. And start decorating for Christmas. Follow la la la. Because what do we always say? Keep Kamala and carry on a la. We know each other so well, we even finish each other's belief in the promise of America. Exactly. Now come on, let's bring it in. I gotta tell myself something over here. Come here. I'm gonna vote for us. Great. Any chance you are registered in Pennsylvania? Nope, I am not. Well, it was worth a shot. And live from New York, it's
So I'm gonna say I thought that was great.
I think it was well done and well executed.
Yeah, that's only a portion of the skit, but it was great.
Yeah.
And Kamala has definitely been like pushing hard.
Mhm.
But you wanna know who else has been pushing hard?
Mhm.
The protesters against the genocide in Palestine. Yeah, so that was a protest happening in front of the Saturday Night Live building against Kamala because of Gaza and the genocide that's currently happening. So we have like a myriad of things to be contemplating. But, you know, for me, obviously, as I've said before,
Mhm. You know I'm gonna get up super early to vote, right, on Tuesday.
yeah, we gotta do because we gotta go. Hopefully, wait in lines. I mean,
Well, you're in a different place than me.
oh yeah, but you know, we're still gonna have to get up at the same time and go because I don't want to wait.
Are you sure? You have all day. I
know, but,
literally
like,
don't have all,
But you don't
all
have
day
off
to do.
you don't have off on that day
No, I don't.
to vote.
No, I don't.
Oh, they really don't care about
y'all. I think we get 2 hours either before or after our shift. It's like 2 hours either into our shifts or 2 hours at the end of our shift to go and vote. Yeah, that's what we get.
Well, you could go to work on regular time and then leave early to vote.
Nah, I just want to get it out the way. Like I'm gonna get up.
No, I'm talking about lying. I'm not saying you should be. I think you should vote beforehand and then just be like, "Oh, I gotta vote," and then leave early. Because why not?
I'll talk to him and see what I can do.
Just tell him I have to vote. If you told me I have 2 hours before and after, I'm gonna take my 2 hours before or after.
I literally am sure. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You gotta work the bureaucracy. Don't let the bureaucracy work you.
You're absolutely right. I gotta work the bureaucracy. I personally just want to make sure, and there's nothing wrong with making sure. There's nothing wrong with making sure.
So Kamala, she did, it was very funny on the cold open. And I think that of course we have to remember to vote on Tuesday, Super Tuesday.
Voter cry.
I mean, I'm already crying, so
yeah,
we might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well, because what else we got to do? Nothing. If like even
it's a civic duty.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even lesser of two evils at this point. It's just like a person who's qualified and someone who's not. And like I said before in the last episode, picking the opponent who you can fight with.
Yes. And by the time this comes out, like I said, we'll already know what it is. So we'll already be in that world.
Episode, you see us drunk as a skunk.
It might be for different reasons. Not different reasons like we're gonna vote differently. I just mean different reasons like
either
celebratory or
in grief.
In grief. Yeah. It could be either one of those.
You know, I'm constantly planning my exit plan from the United States. So
she has an exit plan.
If this expedites it, you know, it is what it is. But please remember, look up your registration to vote. Are you registered?
Check to make sure that you're registered to vote. Everybody.
Up to make sure what are the different propositions,
Mm-hmm.
who's on the ballot, who should you vote for, and all that. You can go on.
Just do your research.
And then usually, I know there are plenty of sites in Brooklyn, these local news sites, which local news media, very important because it gives you the news you need to know.
Sure.
And they will tell you, these are the candidates. This is what they stand for. These are the propositions. This is what they mean, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you can find out what you need to know. Do that before you go to the polls.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be good.
Yes.
I hope they don't run out of I voted stickers because I love those.
Yeah. Big fan of stickers.
I love stickers.
Yeah.
I love them. So that's really my main reason for voting.
Yeah, it'll be the one Instagram photo that I do this year, which is the I voted. And actually, I might even not put that on Instagram. I might just put that in the family chat, just like I voted. Hooray! Look at me, I voted.
But you know, just be careful out there. Speaking of voting and election night, Kamala has confirmed, or Howard has confirmed, that Kamala is using Howard as her election night site, which obviously makes sense.
Yes, it does.
I am worried about the kids on campus because of the safety aspect of it. We've talked about our voting night when Obama came into presidency, and this time I do have more reservations just because the uptick of bomb threats and just other threats of violence on the campus.
Understandably concerned.
So I just hope the kids on Howard's campus are safe, that they're okay. Allegedly, there's going to be a lot of restrictions on campus for Tuesday. And I just hope they're okay.
Yeah.
Really. I just hope they're okay, that
Yeah.
they're safe. And that, you know, here we are. We're voting every 4 years for our president. And I just hope that we make the right choice.
Yeah, agree.
And funny enough, I found out that the third party, Jill Stein, and whoever her VP is, were voting against, well, the VP that she has was voting against abortion rights, which is weird. So reminder that just because somebody's a third party doesn't mean they're actually a good party.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just might be saying the things you like.
So do your research.
For your vote.
That's the main thing. Do
Yeah,
your
just do your
research.
research.
Do your own research.
And keep researching even after you vote.
Yeah.
Because there's so many more times you need to vote throughout the years. There's the general elections, the local elections, judges, congressmen, representatives, councilmen, all these
Ombudsman. Yes,
like,
exactly.
all of them.
Yes.
Just be mindful, okay?
Be mindful. And with that, let's get on out of here. Thank y'all for listening and watching another episode of the Black and Snerdy podcast, episode 127. We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, take it easy, keep it sleazy. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to contact the podcast, you can reach us via email at blackandsnerdypodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Black and Snerdy Podcast, as well as on Twitter at Black and Snerdy. You can find me, Maurice, on all social media under the handle Licorish is Legit. That's LICORISH is legit.
And you can find me on Instagram. It's ThatsOD, and on Twitter, THATSOD_E. And don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to us. Tune in next time to the Black and Snerdy Podcast, where nerds of a feather rock together.
Remember?
Bye.
Boy.
Not yet.
No, this is keeping it. We're keeping this in. Don't forget to take your meds and your subs and drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I actually want to keep that.